Hello everyone, welcome back to Fantasy Brothers, and today we have some bad news. Charlie actually did quit Fantasy Brothers, so it's only Casey now. He might be a guest sometimes, but deal with it. And today we are talking about who I will draft first if I'm around 5th or 6th pick, and who I will draft for my around last picks. So yeah. So for my first pick, if I'm around 5th or 6th pick, I will probably pick Ezekiel Elliott, or a running back, any running back really, because running backs are really hard to get on ESPN. Everybody wants the best running back, and it's really hard to get the best running back. So I just did a draft, and it showed that if people are in the beginning, or first to 5th pick, they're just gonna let it pick for them, because 1 through 10 or 1 through 5, the players that get auto picked are always the right pick. But then once you go second round, or maybe 6th pick, 7th pick, that's when I'm sorry, not 7th pick. Not your 7th pick. The 7th pick is when you actually want to pay attention, because, it goes 1 through 6. It's confusing, but, that's how fantasy football is. But the further you get through the draft, in the beginning, you don't really have to pay attention. You could just let it auto pick. Middle, you really have to pay attention. Make sure you get those good players that are still left. And the end, you don't have to pay attention, because it's all just the bench. So yeah, that's my theory on when you have to pay attention. So we actually have some other news about Fantasy Brothers channel. We're gonna switch it. It is still Fantasy Brothers. We will still focus on fantasy football very often, but it's not only about that. We might have some Fantasy Brothers vlogs, poker nights. We might do some DIYs downstairs, where we just, mess around. Or by downstairs, I mean the workshop. So, yeah. This is the Casey only video, the first one, so it's kind of hard, because, it's hard. So now I'm going to take out my trusty old, draft cheat sheet, and, we're going to talk about some important fantasy football heads ups. So, one is, in the first round, you don't want to, as I was saying, you could keep auto pick on for maybe first 2 picks. But if you even hesitate on this 3rd pick, if you keep auto pick on, you're going to get 3 running backs if it does that. And you definitely don't want 3 running backs. That's just wasting a spot on your roster. What you do want is, another thing you don't want to see on this sheet I have here. David Johnson is at number 2, Le'Veon Bell number 1. What you don't want to do is say if you have, let's just be random, 5th and 10th pick, and both of them are good. You don't want to say you get 5th pick, 10th pick, and 15th pick, and they're all running backs. Just because they're good doesn't mean you should get all running backs. That's pretty simple, everyone should know that. And another thing is, Antonio, they're the same position, so you don't want to get 2 of the same position if you were 1st and 2nd pick, which is very rare. But yeah, so thanks for listening to the Fantasy Brothers podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah. See you.